Dear students, you would have seen my previous videos with various features of Microsoft Word. This is one more video of which will show you some more features of Microsoft Word. So like spelling and grammar check option, inserting symbols and equations in a document, page setting in a document, different views of a document, and previewing and printing a document, and track changes too. So let's see one by one and how it works. Okay, let's open a document. I've written computer is a intelligent, spelling is wrong, and will not come. So that means a grammatical mistake is also there and a spelling mistake is also there. How will your computer check that? How will your Word document will check that? So it will show you a red line under a particular word if the spelling is wrong. It will show you a green line under a particular word or a sentence to show the grammar mistake. Okay, so can you see a green line under A and a red line under intelligent? So that means there is a spelling mistake and a grammar mistakes. How to check that? You can go to the particular word or sentence, right click. It will show you the option. So what can be a possible word or a sentence? Okay, so if you wanted to pick it, you can pick it off this way. Same way for spelling also, right click the spelling, it will show you the options which can be a possible correct spelling. You can click it. So if I'm clicking it intelligent, okay, I'm correcting my spelling and grammar. Okay, now I have one more sentence. My name is Mr. Arun, for example. So Mr. Arun is not a word or a sentence of English. So the computer will not understand what is that sentence. So it will show you a red line to indicate it is a spelling mistake. So how will you correct it? So same way you can right click and see. It will give you some suggestion, or you can ignore. So click on the particular word and go to review tab and check on spelling and grammar. So you will see the spelling and grammar dialog box. Okay, it will show you the particular word in a red color. So now you will see in the right side various options over here: ignore once, ignore all, add to dictionary, change all, autocorrect. So what happens in this all? Ignore once means only one occurrence of the particular word get ignored and it will not show you any error. Ignore all means all the occurrences of the particular word will get ignored. If you say add to dictionary, it will be added to the dictionary. When you type this word next time, when you type the name next time, it will not show you any error. If you say change only, it will change according to the given suggestion. If you say change all, every occurrence of the particular word will get changed according to the suggestion given here. Next, auto correct. It will auto correct the particular word according to the given suggestion. Okay, so now for example, if I'm ignore all, or if I'm ignore all, so it will go to the next error which is already in the Word document. Okay, you can just ignore it and close it. Okay, it will be corrected. This way you can correct your spellings and grammars. Okay, so next will be inserting symbols and equations in a document. Okay, you may be wondering how to insert the equations, symbols, or mathematical symbols to your Word document. So let's see how to do that. You have to go to Insert tab and see the symbols group here. You will have two options, equations and symbol. First, let's see symbol. So you will have various symbols over here which is already used by you, recently used. It will show you all that. If you want more symbols to be displayed, you can go to more symbols. You will see the symbol dialog box. From here you can select any of the symbols. Okay, if you wanted, see, these are the recently used symbols. Okay, these are the other symbols which you can. So if you wanted the rupee symbol or currencies, what you can do, you can go to normal text from font group and you can select the currencies symbols over here. So you will see find the rupee symbol over here. Okay, so this way you can insert your rupee symbol or any of the other symbols. Okay, like see, these are the recently used symbols. Now let's go to the special characters also can be taken from here. Okay, these are the shortcuts for this special characters. Now if you wanted to insert more equations of max, just click on this equation. See, there are so many built-in equations are available: area of a circle, binomial theorem, expansion of a sum, Fourier series, Pythagoras theorem. So many built-in functions are available. If you wanted to insert a new equation, you can go to insert new equation option. You will see design tab under equation tools. So when you click on the new equation, so you have from here you can insert the new equation. So there is a box displayed over here to type the equation. See, fractions, any of this you can select, or script if you wanted this, or radical, integral, large operators, bracket, fraction, function like trigonometry functions, ascent, limit and log, operator, matrix. So all this, if you just scroll it down, you can see various options over here. For example, now I want to type the fraction. I can type this way. So I wanted a fraction to be displayed like this. So for example, 5 divided by 6. I wanted some more fractions over here. So what can I do? Again, you have to go equations, fractions, and any, see, 4 ways are there here. They're here. Or else you can just copy it, paste it over here. You can just paste it, and if you want to change the number, you can change it. For example, I am changing it to 10 divided by 12. Okay, this way we can insert functions. Or else if you wanted to insert some other equations, see, these are the, like if you wanted to display something in root, that can be done. See, like this, you can insert a plus b, this way also you can insert. So from here also you can select the, from here also you can, for example, insert equation. From here also we have symbols. Under symbols group, various symbols here. Just click on this arrow, you will see various symbols available. So 3 root, so 5, 3 root 4. That way we can enter the numbers that way. Okay. So next will we see the plus or minus, infinity, equal to, not equal to, division. So many symbols can be taken from here. So this is under the design tab, equation. Only if you click on this new equation button, you will see this equation tools design tab. From here you will have symbols group and structures group. Under the structures group, the structured equations can be inserted. Now the same equation can also be inserted from here. And see, this will change the equation as normal text or linear or professional. Okay, so from here you can insert the equations and symbols. Next comes page setting in a document. How to set the page setting? What is the page setting? It can be left margin, right margin, top margin, bottom margin. You would have heard this. See the margins here: top, right, left, below, bottom. This is the bottom margin. So there are 2 more margins, that is gutter margin and mirror margin, also available. What is this gutter margin? It is used to add extra space to the side or top of the margin of a document if you wanted to plan to bind the particular pages. Okay, it will, if you wanted to bind the book, what will happen? It will take more space in the top and also on the left side. Right. So for that we can use this gutter margin. Next comes mirror margin. Okay, if you wanted double-sided documents like books, magazines, in case of that, you can use this mirror margins. So you are familiar with left, right, top, bottom. Let's see what are the other 2 types of margin, how it is used. Okay, so where you have to do to set, where you have to go to set up all these things, you have to go to page layout tab, and then page under this we have to go to margins tab, custom margins. Okay, so from here you can do it. There are 3 tabs available. There are 3 tabs under this page setup dialog box. Okay, from here also you can go, or else you can click on the small arrow, it will open you the page setup dialog box. Okay, so from here, see, top margin is this much, bottom, left and right. So now gutter margin. Okay, so it will ask you what is the gutter margin you wanted. If I say 0.123, something like that. If you wanted left or top, where you wanted, I wanted left, so I am giving it left. Okay, can you see the preview? It is giving this much space in the left side. If you say okay, it will be showing you the gutter margin. Next comes mirror margin. Okay, so same way you can go to the page setup dialog box, click on this multiple pages, under pages multiple margins, pages, you create mirror image. Click on mirror margins. Now you can see the preview here. So it will give you the preview in this way. See, in the right side, and first page right side, second page left side. That way it will change automatically. See, first page it is giving space over here. Next page right side, first page left side, next page right side, next page left side. That way it continues. This is called mirror margins. Okay, next comes different document views in Microsoft Word. See here, below in the status bar you will see different views. First one is print layout view. Okay, so what is the use of this? So if you want to edit the header, footer, adjust the margins, drawing objects if you wanted to use, if you want to work with columns, that time it will be useful. Next comes, what is this view? Next one is a full screen layout view. If you click on this, you will see multiple pages. So what is this useful for? It is only for reading. If you wanted to read the particular document, so that time it will be useful for you to go page by page. It will show you 2 pages at a time. It will be useful for you to read it. If you don't want this view, you can just click on close to come back. Next will be web layout view. Okay, so what it will do, it is used for creating web pages or document to see if text is wrapped to fit the window or not. So it is positioned properly for the web browser or not, that can be checked using this view. Next comes outline view. This is the outline view. Okay, so when you work on the outline view, it will show you the structure of a document. If you wanted to move, copy or reorganize the text by dragging the headings, that can be done using this outline view. Next view will be draft view. Okay, if you wanted to type, if you want to do typing, editing or formatting the text, so the draft view shows the text formatting but simplifies the layout of the page so that you can type and edit quickly. Okay, so now these are the different views of the document in Microsoft Word. Next is previewing and printing the document. So you must be already familiar with previewing and printing the document. Let's see how it has been done. So you have to go to the office button, print option. Before doing a print, you have to see the print preview. You should always have the habit of seeing the print preview so that you can see, is the page fit correct, is the page fitting correctly for the print or something like that. How should we can change, how can we change to fit it properly. So all this can be done only in the preview option. So if you see, when you open print preview, you will see various groups under print preview tab. Under this print options, page setup, if you wanted to print it in landscape mode, you can print, or if you wanted to set up some different margins. Okay, so as I told you about mirror view, right, that has been showed over here also. Size, if you want different sizes of pages, that can be done, or if you wanted 2 pages to be printed at a time, 1 page, 2 pages, 2 pages only. In portrait, the 2 pages option will work. Okay, if you want wanted to show the ruler, so that you can adjust the page. Okay, magnifier to adjust the page, shrink to 1 page. If you wanted to shrink everything to be in 1 page, that can be done. Okay, if you want to see the next page, previous page, so all this can be done. If once you have done with the print preview, you can close it and go to the printing of document. So go to print option. So you will see the print dialog box here. What is the ways to open this print? Control plus P, keyboard shortcut is Control plus P, all, or Alt plus F plus P. It will open you the print dialog box. Okay, or you can go to office button and select the print option to open the print dialog box. So now see, the printer will be automatically selected if your computer is connected with the printer. Okay, now you have the page range over here. So if you wanted to print all the pages or only the current page or only the current selection, if you select some particular data, that will only be printed. Next pages, if you wanted to mention the page numbers to which it should be printed. Then if you wanted to mention the number of copies, if you want 1, 2, 3 or 3 or 4, whatever it is. Next comes this collate option. If you click on this collate option, if it is enabled, so it will show, it will just print like if you want to two copies of 3 pages, what can you do? It will print like this: first page, then second page, third, again first, second and third. It will print in that way. If you don't want to collate it, it will print first page first, how many number of copies it will see. If you want 3 copies, so first it will print all the first pages once, then second pages, all the second pages at once, then all the third pages at once. So if you wanted to collate it, you have to click on this collate option. Next comes print option under this. See, if you wanted to print only, if you have multiple pages, you wanted only the odd pages to be printed. Now that means one first page, third page, fifth page, in that way. You can click on this odd pages option. If you wanted to print only the even pages, the second, fourth, sixth, eighth, so that time you can click on this even pages instead of mentioning the numbers in the pages option. If you have multiple pages, it is difficult for you to mention numbers in the pages option. That time you can use this. Finally, you can say okay to print. Okay, now we will go to track changes tool. What is this track changes tool? What do you mean by track? By the name, what you understanding? It is used to track the particular document. What does mean by track? Why you wanted to track it? Let's see. What is this track changes option? Why it is used for? It is a feature which allows us to keep track of the changes we make to a document. Why we have to keep track? Because if, for example, if you go for office, it's multiple number of people work in a single document, multiple groups of people, multiple teams will be there in a particular office, so they all will work on the particular document. So if you wanted to track these changes, so multiple people will come and do the changes. When this changes happen, who did this change, all this can be tracked. Like this change has been happened in the particular, it will show you. Okay, so that for that we use this feature. It also allows us to accept or reject the tracked changes, insert or delete the comments or suggestions. Okay, let's see how it works. Again, I'm going back to the document which we have created right now. Now if you see track changes options, where it is available is, it will be available in the review tab under the tracking group. Okay, this is the track changes option. If you click on it, it will show you. If you click on it, it will be enabled. Okay, so if you type something, it will be tracked. Okay, if I'm typing something like I'm working in TCS, my father, and I'm typing my mother's name is Mrs. Sunita, something. So that means it is being tracked now. Okay, so if there is there will be owner for this particular document. For example, team leader. I'm a team member. I'm doing this modification. My team leader will come and see, is this change required for this document, or it should be rejected or accepted. Everything will be decided by the person. Okay, so again, if some other person is coming and doing other change, like my brother's name is Mr. Sunil, this way. Okay, see, these are the two changes has been tracked. So it's up to the team leader, it should be accepted or rejected. So you can also insert comment. I said, see, new comment. So from here you can insert like modified on, something like that. Suggestions on 18 June. This is the comment. This way the comment also can be inserted. Now I wanted to accept. Now my team leader is coming and setting to accept it or reject it. So he will go to this accept option. Okay, so there are three options here: accept and move to next, accept change, or accept all the changes in the document. Once if you say accept and move to next, it will move from one to, it will move to the other one. If you say accept only that particular change, it will change, accept only the particular change. If you say accept all the changes in the document, it will be accepted. Okay, so if you wanted to reject also, is possible. If you say reject the change, everything will get rejected. Okay, reject all the changes. All the changes made in the document will get rejected. If you say reject, if you say reject particular change and go to the next change, that's where all the three options are available here also. Okay, if you don't want this to be tracked, you can just click on this track button, track changes button again, it will toggle. Okay, it will from now it will not track any of the changes. So hope you understood how to use this track changes option. Next, hiding the tracked changes, that is also possible. So how will you do it? See, click on this drop down here. it will say final. It will hide all the tracked changes. It will not show you that in red color. Okay, so now let's see how to print this tracked document. Okay, so can you see this document, the summary, when it has been changed, all this has been shown. Okay, so now how to print this tracked document, let's see. So go to print option. In print what, under print what, you have to click on document showing markup. So it will print with the track which you have done. Okay, whatever changes has been done with that particular red line, the comment, all this will get printed. Okay, that is called printing the document with tracked changes. Next will be auto format text in a document. How to do auto formatting in a document? And click on the my office button and click on this word options. Okay, from here you have to go to proofing, go to autocorrect options. Under this you will click on the auto format button. Okay, now you will see here, see, you can change as per your requirements. See here, straight quotes with smart quotes, ordinals will be changed first with superscript, and fractions, this type of fraction will change to this type when you type. That hyphens will, if you type two lines, two minus symbol, it will change to dash. Bold and italic will with real formatting. Internet and network paths will with hyperlinks. Now let's end the video with this. Okay, hope you all clear with all these options. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you, children.